Hey guys, Tachu22 here, and welcome back to Let's Play Kirby's Return to Dreamland. And this Let's Play is brought to you by MuchGames.ca, and it's great to be back. In fact, by the time I post this episode, from the last episode, which was the first, I've had a lot of college work, and if it's not one thing, it's another, but right now I have free time to record this and later post it. But it's great to be back. Oh yeah, and we have a new power-up that was introduced in this game, the Leaf power-up. Now, bear in mind that although it's not as powerful in terms of attack power, you can hit, it's very quick, so another way to put it is that what it lacks in actual attack power, it surely makes up for in quickness. I mean, look at this. So yeah, you're not hitting them very hard, but the damage does add up though, so as you use more leaves, it does a number. In fact, you can probably beat a good number of bosses with this ability, but I digress. Now, it's been a while since I've done this, so forgive me, but I do want to give a couple of shout-outs to a couple of people, such as Fire Kitty. She is still doing a Let's Play of Eternal Mana, which is an RPG based around the principle of alchemy, so if you're into that kind of stuff, do check her channel out. I'll be sure to put it in the video description below the video. So yeah, that's one I wanted to give a shout out to. Oh yeah, and speaking of Kirby, as of this time, my good friend the Man900, he is doing a Let's Play of Kirby's Dream Land 2 for the Game Boy. It was originally released on the Game Boy, and then later for Game Boy Color, and also subsequently as a port from the Wii on the 20th anniversary collection. So, if you want to check that game out, I'll be sure to post a link to his channel so you can go see it. Oh yeah, and here's Cutter Kirby. I mean, you can throw a bunch of boomerang cutters, you can use the cutter itself as a sword, you can do all kinds of stuff with the cutter, but one of the most interesting things you can do with it is cutting the rope, like that. So whether it's the cutter or the sword, you're gonna need it to access items such as these. It's just that if you don't have it, then you can't get it. And that'll be important later on in the playthrough, or the Let's Play I should say, as we move along. Rum, 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 rum. I love the meat. Speaking of meat, what's your favorite meat to eat? And no, I do not mean it like that. I really mean chicken, beef, pork, maybe even tofu. I'll count tofu as a meat, but of course if you're a vegetarian you can just say that you're a vegetarian. Or that if you're someone like Daniel Bryan, you can say you're a vegan, but I have nothing against vegans, though. Also, you are going to need this little gun that I have right here to access, to break those blocks, and to get, let me just drop the gun here, and get my power-up again. Alright, I want to drop it. There we go. So yeah, you need that little gun that I just used to access the, to break the blocks to get to the first energy spear. Oh, and here's a new power-up. The needle. I mean, look at Kirby. I mean, if that does not scream Billy Idol, I don't know what will. Because he looks like a punk rocker, man. I'm rocking out, man! I have needles in my head, man! I like to rock out, man! And why do I keep saying man? Man! But man, he can do a lot of damage, but it is limited in range, so yeah, you gotta be very careful with it. I mean, yeah, Kirby has a couple of other attacks he can use. Also, here's a new power-up. The beam ability. I mean, look at Kirby, he's dressed up as a jester, but you know what? This jester can do a lot of tricks. Yeah, no one's laughing now. So what I like about this is that it's multi-range. I mean, you can get close in and do a number, but you could also do it from afar and just really put the hurt on the enemies. I'm telling you, it's very powerful. And what we have up next is a mini-boss. And every mini-boss, such as this one, has an ability. Whoa, I actually grabbed that star with my beam ability. But yeah, you also have to watch out for the attacks, because if he hits you, he really does some damage, but also he causes you to lose your ability, but if you beat him and eat him up and swallow him, you get the ability that they have. In this case, I have the sword ability, which you'll need to do in order to cut that rope. Without it, you won't be able to get this particular energy spear. However, I realized, oh my god, I missed an energy spear. Holy crap. So yeah, it's not a good feeling to miss a energy spear, because, you know, you gotta do it all over again. Alright, let's see how I do in this bonus game. Oh yeah, number 1, baby! Woo! Love the Kirby dance. However, I gotta go back and do it again. Okay, well, you know what, guys? I'm gonna have to go back, so normally I would cut this, but I'm just gonna keep it in there. So, how are you guys doing today? I mean, I've had a very, very busy week, but aside from that, it's good to be back. So, right away, I'm just gonna show you where the second energy spear is. So, I'll just have to go through this level much quickly than I did the first time in order to make up for the one I lost, or the one I didn't get. But, let's see, other people I can talk about. Oh, right. His username is ClementJ642. It's a weird name, but he's a Let's Player, better known as simply the Great Clement. And what I like about him is that, well, right now he's doing a Let's Play of Sonic Rush. I mean, he has a bunch of Sonic games, as well as games from the Mega Man series. So, yeah, if you like Mega Man, and if you like Sonic, check out his channel. There's a bunch of Let's Plays of that nature already published. So, if you want to see him, go ahead and watch it. You know, also, speaking of Sonic, I met up with a new Let's Player, and he goes by the name of the Unpro Pro, which I know it's a weird name, but that's his YouTube name. Anyway, he's a big fan of Sonic, and he has already released a few games under the Sonic name, or under the Sonic series, rather. Sorry. And also, before I go further than that, yeah, you can also collect these stars worth 20, where the cogs used to be. You know, the energy spears. Anyway, as far as the Unpro Pro is concerned, yeah, he's a really nice guy, and I had something in my throat, but anyways, he's a good person, and he's already released a couple of Let's Plays, such as Sonic the Hedgehog Episode 4, or Sonic the Hedgehog 4, rather, sorry. Oh, also, before I go any further than that, here's where the energy sphere was. Here, let me show you. Right there. I cannot believe I missed it. It's very easy to miss if you don't know where to look, so... Yeah, unfortunately, you know, the thing about this game is that you can overlook something and then realize, oh my god, I missed out on one. So, yeah, that's the only bad thing about this game, but hey, it's not the first game, and it won't be the last game. Whoa! Wow, did I dominate him. That was awesome. Anyways, what was I gonna say? Oh, yes. Yeah, Unpro Pro has done Let's Plays of Sonic the Hedgehog 4, 1, and 2. So, if you like those games, go check them out. I'll be sure to put his name as well as the Great Clement's channel as well. Basically, to do well in this game, you just have to press 2 at the lowest point when he goes off the slingshot. Like, at the lowest point of the slingshot, you press the 2 button, and that should get you to number 1. So that's one thing to keep in mind as you play the game later on. But we got all 3 energy spheres, and now we're going to go to stage 3. Stay tuned for that. Until next time, this is DeJew22 signing off. Have a good day, everybody!